All right, I forgot to do an introduction to the suspension video, but part 2 of the Corolla build, we are putting some coilovers on the 1983 Toyota Corolla, or we call it the Rustola. We're ahead of it. Last video you saw it was running. This video we're putting some coilovers on it. Max speed and rod coilovers, very good deal. It's better than stock. They're actually fit on 886s and then also on the 83 Corolla, since it's essentially the same suspension. So hope you like today's video. Thanks.
What are you doing?
We are going to take the front suspension off. We bought some coilovers, and yeah, we have to take the whole front suspension off to replace the coilovers. So that's what I'm doing. So we got to take the calipers off. That can stay on there. Brake line clip off. And what else? I think that's about it. There's just 2 bolts on the bottom, and the front suspension will come off. So turn this way. Let's do that. Crazy front suspension, but a little bit of old school. Yep. Got that on. Caliper bolts are 17. Take the wheels off. Too big. Have that hang right there. Get something for that clip when we take it off. We have the springs off. It was very dangerous. Don't try this at home. If you have a spring compressor, that would work. And but this is a 19 nut to take off. And the coilovers that we have are well-done coilovers from Max Speeding Rods. Better know what this is. So the way it's gonna, the insert needs to come out, which they're blown anyway. So insert comes out. We cut it here. I'll show you guys on the new coilovers. A sleeve goes in here, and then you have to weld it. And once you do that, once you get it welded and cleaned up, put everything back together, and then we can throw it back in the Corolla, and we'll have coilovers.
Talk.
All right, so for those, if you have a chisel and a big hammer, it's probably going to take some time since this car was built in the 80s, a 4-year-old car. Little persuasion, we can get that off. And this blown, what kind of shock is that? Sensa track shock. So there's a bunch of different ways you can put coilovers on here. Some people actually put like ground control coilovers and then replace this with adjustable dampening. I think it's a shorter tube, and then you essentially just shorten this down. You would need the threaded part, so you would cut this, cut your section off, put this back down, weld it again, then you can throw the shorter sleeve shock on, and then you can put on like a over sleeve coilover, a sleeve like a ground control or something. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do that. But yeah, we did this one, we did the next one, and then we're done. All right, we're back at home. I had the coilovers here, and Max Speed and Rods, they actually sell for the 1.8T rods for the engine, and people have done pretty well on it. So there's some hit and miss, but again, for a 4-year-old car, this is an upgrade. I don't care. We'll see how far we go. But here are the fronts, here are the rears, and then the individual shocks here. Pretty cool. Fronts do come with camber plates, adjustments. and then the sleeves. So I got to take the sleeve out. It's already kind of clean, but we'll clean it more. Has to be welded. I'm not sure if this goes inside as an, if this goes inside as an insert or it sits right there. So we'll check right now. All right, just did a quick looks of it. This looked like this is actual sleeve. So interesting, because it'll be short. So if I just leave a little piece of a sleeve there, it'll settle it, and it'll be nice and snug, and then we can weld around it. So, and I was just looking, so say for instance we did that, this is like go side by side. Max height of the coilover, which is actually really low, would be like that. I think this factory height was like, should have measured it, was right here. Yeah, so I guess that's right. Could always cut this shorter if I want the coilover shorter, if that makes sense, but maybe I won't. I think that'll be good enough. Do that. I think the car will be low enough. Go from there. All right, just did a quick looks of it. This looked like this is actual sleeve. So interesting, because it'll be short. So if I just leave a little piece of a sleeve there, it'll settle it, and it'll be nice and snug, and then we can weld around it. So, and I was just looking, so say for instance we did that, this is like go side by side. Max height of the coilover, which is actually really low, would be like that. I think this factory height was like, should have measured it, was right here. Yeah, so I guess that's right. Could always cut this shorter if I want the coilover shorter, if that makes sense, but maybe I won't. I think that'll be good enough. Do that. I think the car will be low enough. Go from there. All right, you can see I cut the shock off, or the strut tube off. Left some length on it. Cleaning it up. To make this easier, if you guys want to do it one time, of course, I'm just going to weld here. Will be strong enough. And when I do the brakes and reseal the hubs, since you have to disassemble it, I will weld the other side. So, but this should be good for now. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more and then put the sleeve on. All right, and if you guys want to see, fitment is perfect on here, actually. So I left maybe up to this much of material, so the shock is not just laying on the bottom. So I wouldn't cut down here, still weak point. It'll be a lot stronger if you keep it as long as possible up to here. So I think I'm kind of close up to it. So we're just gonna weld it right here, get some heat on it, and then slide the coilover on and see how it looks. We're here at the shop. Fortunately, I can't use the lift because we have this Miata we're stripping. So we got the car so right there. But front coilovers are done. These are the rear. And then there's the springs. It's a separate system, almost like 350Zs. We got that going on. They have these tools for the coilovers and the sticker they send you and stuff. So we are gonna get the fronts on and see what that looks like. The ball joints are all bad. So for right now, we're just gonna put all those on. I'm gonna order some new control arms with new bushings, tie rod ends, and all that kind of stuff. So, but we'll at least get to take the car home and do it over there. And so it's not that bad in here. Looks pretty good. So we're gonna get that started, get these coilovers on, get the front ones on, jack it down, do the rear, and that'll be pretty cool. All right, we got the front coilovers on. You can tell from the back how much lower it is. And I should have left the wheel off, but you can't see, but I left 2 inches of the coil from the bottom of the sleeve to the coil in space. So we have basically 2 inches left, but once we get the new wheels, we'll see what that's gonna look like, if we need to raise it or lower it. But camber's pretty straight. So there's that, looks good. New suspension, she's low. So now we're gonna hit the rear. The rear, this car doesn't have a, it has a, not IRS, but it still has a rear end, but it has a suspension like a 886 Corolla, so it doesn't have leaf springs, so there's no blocks or anything. Of course, like I was saying, you got the coil and the coil sleeve with the coil on it. So let's hit up the back. It's pretty straightforward, like my Dodge Ram, just a coil spring and a shock on both sides. I would probably put the jack back up and then let the jack come down so it gives some tension, gets the tension off these shocks. And then once you lower it down, this spring should pop right out. Throw the other one in, throw the shock back in. All right, just like that. The crossbar, you gotta, I forgot what it's called, but anyway, stabilizer. But I forget. Take that bar off. It'll give you some room to lower the rear end. Bump stop looks pretty good. Let's see. This looks okay, I guess. And pop the spring out. I just used a big bar like this and it popped right out. So throw the other stuff back on. Those who are doing it, the coilover, the adjustment on the coilover doesn't go on the bottom because the spring perch needs to go to the indentation that's on the rear end. Okay, so it doesn't have that up here. So this is flat on the body. This is not, has the indentation for the coilover, so you just fit that in. And then you will adjust the height here. And then the shock does have adjustment, but you don't adjust the height there. But it's just following each other. This would be the height adjustment. So you can put the wheel on, take it off a bunch of times, but we are gonna leave it like that. I just left it with a inch and a quarter here. So if I wanted to go lower, there is a little bit left actually, so I'll show you what's left. It's about almost 2 inches. So if you want to get crazy, take this ring off. You can actually go even lower besides that, but I think we should be okay. I'm glad there's some bump stops, so I'll leave it for there right now. Let me lock this up. Actually, for this kit being so cheap, actually, I don't know if I mentioned it was only 500 bucks. It's pretty decent. For this car, it's a huge upgrade. So that's good. Left it like that. I'm gonna put that arm back on right there. We'll jack it up and then adjust the shock to the height level. Jacked up. Our set, it looks so good. Wow. This had to be the easiest coilover setup ever. They don't make them like they used to anymore. Looks good. All right, we're gonna put the wheels on, stock wheels on, bring it down. There she is. It looks so good. It's not completely slammed, but we have plenty. Once the new wheels come, it'll probably make it look more that it's lowered. But to have new suspension on a 1983 car, can't beat it. Solid. I can tell it's lowered. Looks good. We got a lot of things to fix, but it's got new coilover suspension. Once I get some new front end suspension parts, that'll make it probably ride even better. So, but I have one more thing to show what we got for this. I think you guys be excited.